So role player, you could think about role players as specialists. There's very simple type of role players. Like you mentioned, the 3-and-D guy. They think about it like a Bruce Bowen, maybe an Andre Iguodala when he was with the Warriors.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
the greatest, I think, role players are the ones that are specialized in at least 2 dimensions, if not more.
That's right.
And they also bring some sort of intangible, some sort of strong
Mm-hmm.
personality trait that
Yeah. So
is,
it's like a bonus.
is pivotal to
It's
success. So
yeah.
let's talk about Dennis Rodman. I see him defense, obviously. He was a defensive player of the year, and rebounding. 2 things he can do on the basketball court better than anyone else. And then what else? What else? Energy. That energy level he had on the court, that dominance, that dominant type of energy.
Those guys, they're guys that basically they're going to give you everything they got. Like whatever they have to give, they're going to give all of that. And ultimately, you can count on them to do whatever it takes to win. Like those are those guys, they're going to like be, diving on the floor to get to the loose ball.
Yeah. And you have to have
Before
those guys
everybody
to
else.
win.
Yeah.
You have to have those guys to win, and they have to buy in. So,
Yeah.
and like we mentioned before, Dennis Rodman, his stop in San Antonio before going to the Bulls, he didn't buy in. So he didn't help them win. But when he came to the Bulls, when he was on the Pistons, he bought in completely, and no one was going to out hustle him. No one was going to jump higher for rebounds. So he showed this dominant play. But if we bring it back to the disc assessment and you take a look at kind of all his interviews, and that 30 for 30, I think it was called Rodman for Better for Worse, where he is actually quite like a conscientious guy almost, and a very steady guy. If you heard him talk on the Last Chance documentary, he was talking about when he saw the ball get released, he would know based off who was shooting it, based off the spin, based off where they were shooting it from, where to position himself for the rebound. So there's a whole scene where he's like going through this whole really kind of intricate way of how he got his rebounds. When if you're just a layperson watching the TV screen, you're like, oh, he just jumps higher and he's putting in more energy. No, this is a thought process that goes behind this. So he was actually really conscientious. But all this came through for him to be one of the best role players on not 1 but 2 different dynasties.
Yeah, I mean, you even hear Jordan talking about this. Like these guys are typically like high basketball IQ guys, right?
Mm-hmm.